Today is Sunday, August 18, 2024, and it's almost, I think it's around 3 p.m. I haven't done nothing today. Yeah, cats on the truck trying to jump on me. Probably going to do it too. Anyway, I'm going to head out and try to work on that cattle rub oiler. I'm going to add some more oil and insecticide to it. Help keep the flies off the cattle a little bit more. All right, let me head out there. There's the cattle out grazing. Okay, that's the youngest calf is back there from this year. The one in front of it, the calf in front of it was in April, and the one the little back farther is from June 2. Yeah, well, these are all the calves. Yearling, 2-year-old, and the white one back, the white in the far back. That calf was born end of March. And of course there's Mr. Bully. Yeah, and a couple cows. Okay, well, I'm gonna head up to the top and, no, I'm gonna head over to the oiler. Cattle rub oiler. Yeah, I'm not going to the top. Yeah. And there's a mama cow. And I'm gonna work on that oiler today. It's a nice day though. Yeah, turned out to be a nice day. Yeah. Got some clouds in the sky. Partly sunny, partly cloudy. Nice breeze from the north. Yeah, feels good. Not too hot. I think it's around 80. Might be a little higher than 80, but around 80. Okay, I'm going to get some work done on that oiler. Add some more oil and insecticide to it, a cattle rubber. And I'm going to add something else to it too. And of course, there's a few cattle in the water. Highlanders over here, and the other cattle on that, a couple other on that side. These two are heifers though. Yeah, that's I forget how old she is, but she's the third calf from that mama cow, and she was born last year. Yeah, that was last year's calf from the mama cow, and her calf this year is that white bull. Okay, so she's a yearling. She was born last year, and then she was probably a year older than that, so she must be a 2-year-old. Anyway, that's where I'm going to head over there and work on that cattle rub oiler and get that all charged up again. Gate's open, and going to close it when I go through. But I'm going to be backing up to that oiler there and working on it. The cattle like to hang out around that water hole, but they still got plenty of grass to eat now on this area that was closed to them for about 5 weeks while I was working on repairing the fence after the flood on July 16. So yeah, they got plenty of grass to eat, and they got a nice water hole to cool off in and drink from too, because the water's flowing through that creek. It's always bringing in fresher water from upstream. Yeah, upstream. My spraying worked pretty good. There's not much growing underneath the fence. There's still some weeds that are somewhat immune to the weed killer, but it's okay. And there's the pasture up. There's stuff growing up out there too, because they've been eaten by the road here. They're right on the other side of the creek. But right now, I'm going to be working on that order there. I'm going to back my truck up to it. Normally I would go around to the other side, but I'm going to work from this side since I got those pallets there as a blockade. Okay, all right, I'm going to get to work on that now. Looks like Big Bully decided to take a soak for a little while. Well, here comes some sun. All right, let's get back to work. I think I got to back up a little bit more. I want my tailgate underneath the cattle rub. My plan is to get this tailgate between these two pallets and get the cattle rub up on top where I can work on it. If I can get it, I need to bring the truck a little bit more this way and back up a little bit more too. I think I can make it fit. I think that'll work. I think I can work with that. I have to cross the fence, get on the other side now. That'll do. Oh, I forgot the oil. Okay, let me go back to the truck and get the oil. I got it in the cab. Yeah, I got the oil and an insecticide ready, and I got that rubber inner tube I got to tie around it or get underneath that oiler. I call it an oiler, cattle rub oiler, and then I can pour the mixture on top of it, and then the inner tube will help hold it in while it soaks it up. That way it don't drip off so fast. At least until after I take the inner tube off. Okay, let's see what I can do. Yeah, cattle are over there grazing. I went and closed the gate that I came through over there because they might sneak up on me. They might come through here while I'm working on this, and I may not see them. So I didn't want them going through that gate. So they're over there content to eat grass. Okay, back to work. Well, before I had the oil, I cut some sleeves off some of my old jackets that I don't wear anymore. Yeah, my hood jackets, and yeah, they're all tore up. But sleeves were still somewhat good, so I want to use them to hang down, and they won't be too obstructive. So I think the cattle will get used to them, just like they did the socks that I put on. But I want these to be a little longer so they drape over their back and their face when they go through. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tie them on now. Well, I got my sleeves tied on, and now I gotta fasten that inner tube that's in that pan there. I gotta get that underneath everything without getting too oily. Otherwise I can't hold my phone. Well, I got the inner tube underneath everything. Now I just got to tie the ends and somewhat in the middle to hold it all together while I add the oil. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Well, I'm ready to apply the oil and an insecticide mixture. Okay, took a while to get my hands clean. I got a little oily. Yeah, and I didn't wear no rubber gloves today. Oh, cattle are out there grazing, and I got a nice cloud giving me some shade over here. So it feels good with that cool wind blowing, and the nice cloud up there. Oh, feels good. Look at that nice cloud, giving some welcome shade. I like it. Okay, I guess I'll get back to work now. I can't remember if I recorded from this side or not, but here it is. I'm ready to pour the oil. Yeah, I'm ready to pour the oil, and I'm using vegetable oil and insecticide mixture. The same thing I used last time. I just had a jug left over because I didn't need it all last time. Okay, but first I'm going to dump the oil that was left over in that pan, because that's what I used it. I used that pan originally when I was to soak the whole rub before I put the whole rub up. But now I just use it to store the rubber. That's how much I had left over from last time. I'm going to pour that on first. I decided to use some plastic yellow poles to raise up the ends, where the end of the rubber inner tube, there and there. So when I pour it in the middle, it won't drain out the end. Yeah. I want all the oil to be soaked into the middle portion as much as possible. But I got that gallon of oil and insecticide mixture poured into the rubber inner tube, and I'm letting it soak. So when I think it's mostly soaked up, I'll take that rubber off, and I'll try to catch the excess oil into that pan like I did before. Looks like the Highlanders came out of the water. They're over there now. Yeah, they've been out here since March 21st, I think, and they still hang out by themselves. The other cattle, I don't know where the other cattle went. I think they're in front of the truck. I'll go take a look. Yeah, they're out there on the other side of the creek. Yeah, still grazing away. And while I'm here, surveying the area, there's the cattle, Highland cattle on this, two on this side, one on the other side. They still separate themselves from the main herd. I guess that'll always be like that. Anyways, I was looking at this. Looks like there's something growing back. And I mowed this, last time I mowed it with the lawnmower to mow these ironweeds, but it looked like they grew back. But they're not going to seed, so that's good. Well, that one might go to seed. I don't really want to mow it again. Yeah. So, and there's some grasses that are growing. So I think I'll just leave it alone. Anyway, if I do anything, I might just spray the ironweeds. They're still short. The only problem with spraying ironweeds like this is, unless I got some kind of a color thing in the spray, I can't tell which one I sprayed and which one I missed. Anyway, there's some more of that mint growing down here. It's spreading everywhere. I think I may have sprayed it over there. Yeah, it looks like it's partially dead. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. My road going up, the hay up there. My hay for a while. I'll get one more cutting off the hay field. Probably won't amount to much, but at least it'll be something. And at least the field will be clean for winter. Anyway, I think I let that soak enough now. Going back to the cattle. There's those two pear trees that I planted from seed. I think that one had a couple pears on it. I haven't checked it lately though. But, last year I had one or two that tasted pretty good. Yeah. At least there's something here for them to eat when they get tired of eating over there. Okay, let me get back to my mission here today. My agenda of recharging this cattle rub oiler. I think I let it soak enough. I'm going to take the rubber off. I hate getting oily, but oh well, that's the way it is. Okay, I'm ready to take it off. I'm going to take the inner tube off now, and hopefully it won't drip too much. I got the excess oil drained out into that pan. I'm just letting it drip now. I'm not sure how to do this next step. I could just pull the whole inner tube down. Yeah, I think that's what I should do. I'm getting my tailgate all oily, but I guess it's okay. Help for the rust. It won't rust now. But I don't want to get it too oily. I want to clean up. I think I'll just take the inner tube down and then pull up. Yeah, I think that'll work better. Because if I pull up now, the inner tube might fall in the dirt, and I don't want to get it all dirty. It's already oily, so the dirt will just stick to it even more. Okay, let me pull that into that pan there and pull up. Well, I got the inner tube down into the pan, and I put some yellow poles there to partially keep the oiler away from the truck a little bit. Okay, at least it's hanging over the edge. Okay, I'm going to pull the truck up now. Not much of an improvement. The sleeves, the loose sleeves on the outside edge there, they're not much longer than the socks. the brown ones that, well, they're more gray now because they're full of oil. They're a little longer, so that's why I put them in the middle. Maybe that'll help get the flies, get the oil more on their heads and their face. So that's why I did that. Okay, now I can load up and go home. Well, I guess it's good that they're not any longer than the socks. That way they won't be afraid of them. Yeah. But I'm glad the ones in the center are a little longer. It looks like that sock there got stretched out. It's probably got a horn hooked in it. It looks like it's still tied though. It's just like it got split. The one on that side right there. Looks like it got split. The sock. Oh well, socks are better than nothing. Now I got those sleeves on there. Hopefully that'll make it a better oiler for them. Okay, and those rubber things are still there. That's to keep it from rubbing on the wood pallet. So I don't want to wear a hole in the oiler. So that's why I got those rubber there. Other than that, works pretty good since I narrowed it down. Before I put those pallets in, the cattle would go underneath here and underneath there and hardly ever touch the oiler. So close up those ends there, and now they're forced to go through the middle, which is better because they can let the stuff drag on their back. And I've seen them where they just stand there and go back and forth with it. At least the bull does. Okay, let me pick up that pan and take it back to the house in case I need to do it again. Alright, I'll catch you later. Well, that oiler's done. Yeah, it's dripping a little bit, but not much. Highlanders are over here. Those cattle are there. There's a Highland over here on that side. And last but not least, or should I say the most important one, he's the bully. He's relaxing in the sand pile. Right. Yeah, he's got a few flies bothering him. I can see a few flies on him. Let me get a closer look. I don't want to disturb him too much, but yeah, he's shaking his head. I think I'll just stay here. He's shaking his head trying to get the flies off of him. But hopefully that recharged oiler will clean that up. Hey, look at those starlings. Blackbirds, look at that, they're flocking. Yeah. They're starting to flock together this time of year. Yeah. You know, during the winter, there's big flocks of them flying back and forth. And I mean big flocks. Anyway, I'm ready to head back to the house. Did what I needed to do out here today. Water's flowing nicely through here and there. Yeah. Cattle got lots to eat now. Over here. All through here. Look at those. There goes them blackbirds again. Dad called them starlings, I call them blackbirds. They're not really black, they're sort of a brownish color. I think starlings are different than blackbirds somehow. Okay. Well, bully, go through the oiler a few times. That'll help your fly situation on your face. All I have to do is open this gate here and drive through and then close it behind me. And then close the other two gates behind me on the way out. Yeah, all done. There's a little oil dripping down, I can see. That'll help kill the flies too. Anyway, that should help them. I'm hoping those two in the middle will hit their face and take care of some of their flies on their faces. Yeah. Okay. I noticed something on my way out. I gotta see if I can fix it by the gate. Well, I got out the gate, no problem, but I noticed it before I drove on it. I guess when I drove in, there's my track. I drove right over it, but on the way out, I drove more where that shovel is. Yeah. But I noticed that's the thing that's on the bottom of the a T-post. Yeah, little wing. I call them wings. Flange. And the tabs on top are bent over that way, so somehow they got bent over, and there's string on there. I'm wondering if that's an old T-post that got broke off, because I got the other one that I was using. That might be the one that broke off. It broke off, and then I just drove it back in somewhere around here. I think I used to have it right here. That's when they could go in and out of here, and the gate was here, and they can go in and out of there too. Both places. And I used that post for that, but I took it out because it was in the way. But that might be for where the post broke off. I didn't realize it before, but I need to get it out of there. I'll see if I can dig it out. Yeah, that's oiler's done. Wasn't too hard, except it was oily. I don't like getting oily. I don't like working on vehicles, but I do if I have to, and if I know how. Anyway, that's what I got to dig right there. I got to dig that up. Luckily, wasn't in very deep. I got it out. I just stood it back up to show you. And I'm really lucky I didn't poke a tire with that. 'Cause I drove over it, but look, at some point or other, those tabs got burnt over on top. So probably did that on coming this direction. Yeah, I'm lucky I didn't get a poke a tire with that. But it's out now. Yeah, I kind of remember now when that post there, that's a short post, and it was attached to here. It broke off at one point, and I guess I couldn't tell. I couldn't find where the broken part was, because water comes down here and covers everything up. I guess the last water that came down uncovered it. Yeah, so I just drove that piece that broke off. I just drove it back in somewhere. I think it was over here where the grass was, because I remember when I laid it down, there was a lot of grass growing here. So, but now I know it was over here, and I put the post there when I had the gate open once for a while, where they could eat both sides. Eat here. Yeah. Eat there on that side of the gate. And this gate was open halfway, so they could go in there and eat some of that. But I ain't ready for them to go in there yet, because I got some more fence to clean up on that end and around here. But I can wait. I'm in no hurry for that, but I'm just glad I got that out. Alright, I didn't even know it was in there until now. Alright, that's it. Let's head on out, go home. 4 o'clock already. We're getting there. And the cattle are eating their way back to the water hole down there. Bully already got in, and a couple heifers. Yeah. They were the ones that were in there before. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to head out. Back to the house. Well, I'm at the bridge. Ready to close the gate. Yeah, I can see the bull's got a few extra flies that he didn't have before. Yeah, on the side. So that maybe the insecticide on that oiler was wearing out. But it's got some new ones on there. New insecticide and oil now. So that should help control the flies a little better. Okay. Close this gate by the bridge, and then close the gate on the way out, and then I'll be heading home. I'm on my way out now. I just want to take a last look at the cattle. Well, it won't be the last one. I'll take another one at the gate when I'm closing the gate. Yeah. Yeah, they got more to eat out here now after 5 weeks of not being on it, being locked out of it. When I repaired this fence that was wiped out from the flood. This whole both of these fences were gone, and from around that pole, the power pole, all the way down to the corner, it was all on the ground too. besides all the debris that was on this fence and around here and all the way down to that corner on the other side. It was all full of trash from the debris from the floodwaters. But it's all back to normal now, and I can relax more now. I don't have to worry about it. At least for now. Yeah, hopefully it won't be next time. Okay, I'm headed home. This is the last look of the cattle. Last look at my cattle before I go back to the house. Okay, job's done here. I recharged the cattle rub oiler down there with some more oil and insecticide, so they're good for a little while longer. Hopefully by the time they need it again, there won't be any flies left. It'll be too cold for them. Okay, but we still got part of August and September yet, so there's always flies then. All right, catch you on the next one. Bye.